Okay, so what we have here is the carburetor theorem in its purest form. It can be integrated into geometry, but it can also be integrated into physics, which is what this lesson will be about. It's actually...
Let me interrupt you right there.
Okay, what do you have to add next?
Now, the relative gravity based on the carburetor theorem isn't going to bring down the force of...
into physics is what this lesson is about. Max and I will be teaching you the fundamental root, along with the carburetor units. It's actually used...
Let me interrupt you right there about the units. Everyone knows it's in kilobats.
No, well, see, it's carburetor kilomass. You see, it's not as simple as kilowatts, because if it was kilowatts, it would be actually integrated into joules per second.
Do you see how much I'm sweating? Based on the carburetor theorem, that's 2 meters per second in theorem.
Well, no, but you have to take the rhododendron theory actually into consideration here, because it's not inverse law.
But the light years to get to that point in knowledge. Understand the subjunctive principle. Everyone knows the inverse law. Ohms.
Well, no. Ohms are actually not used in this situation. It's the rhododendron theory, like I told you.
Explain it. Explain this to me.
Just doesn't add up. The carburetor theorem is just not working out as we planned. If we actually get the square root of the inverse law, it should work in theory.
Do you not understand that the relative mass of the EPE can't be more than 1?
It just doesn't add up. The carburetor theorem is actually inaccessible.
No. I think I got it. I know I have it.
You don't have it.
I know I have it. The inverse function doesn't make sense.
Let me see.
1 over ohm equals voltage.
Oh shit. He's got it.
Times bionicles.
Well, no, but bionicles can only be used in a rational equation.
But if you build the Legos up perfectly, the brick house of relative EPE makes sense, Owen.
Would the potential difference actually be equal to 9.81? Would it be? Or would the mass still be in kilomass? Did you take that into consideration? Did you?
Kilomass. Kilomass is a relative dark matter subject. You can't just bring that up in front of the carburetor theorem.
The carburetor theorem involves it, though.
No.
You just don't know what you're talking about anymore.
If 1's greater than the kilomass divided by the total PE, potential energy, divided by difference, and you take that and you square it,
you're still not taking the rhododendron theory into consideration.
But what must that be in this situation?
If you add 16C over 2B to the carburetor theorem, you could easily...
16 coulombs.
Yes.
But what's the B, Owen?
The B is for actually, it's a hidden theorem. We haven't discovered what it actually is yet.
Like molecular...
Molecular dystrophy, yes.
That's not exactly. That's genius, but if you take, let me flip this over. If you're running out of carburetor theorem space, and you just don't notice that
No.
The space is filled up with an endless time continuum.
Well, the 9.81 is not actually objects traveling upwards, but objects traveling downwards. And it won't work in a time warp of simple complexities.
You have to consider the sideways parallel.
So, what is this? I've been wondering. We've been working on this for 12 years. What could the unknown theory be?
But the mega light years, I don't know, it's taking so long.
It's just too hard. It's just too hard.
I am sick and tired of hearing you guys argue over what kind of theory it is.
What do you have to bring to the table?
It is...
Settle down. It's physics. It's simple. The gravitation pulls you down to the paper.
This unknown theory is the transvestite theory. You guys are idiots.
Oh my god, he's right.
I'm getting lightheaded just thinking about this.
What the? Now that makes sense.
Exactly. Take the dark matter, divide it by 3.
Oh my. What is this now? Is this
Holy shit, that is dark matter. Black matter right there.
Oh,
but don't get it. Does it feel like anything else from the transvestite theory?
It's definitely dark matter. It'll create a black hole, time warp, and no time.
But it doesn't taste